you ever notice that when someone says, "I'm praying for patience," what they usually mean is, "I want things to stop being hard"? Yeah, that's not what happens. Let me tell you what it actually looks like, because this catches people off guard. When a believer asks for patience, life doesn't slow down. It usually speeds up. Suddenly, the schedule tightens. People take longer to respond. Plans stall. Someone says the wrong thing again, and the thing you were hoping would resolve just doesn't. And you start wondering, did I pray wrong? No, you prayed honestly. Patience isn't something you feel. It's something you hold on to while everything around you presses harder. You ask for patience at work, and now you're dealing with inefficiency you can't fix, authority you don't control, and expectations that don't move at your pace. You ask for patience in relationships, and the difficult person doesn't disappear. In fact, they seem more present than ever. Not because you're being punished, but because patience only exists when there's something to endure. Here's the part nobody tells you. Patience feels like tension. It feels like restraint. It feels like wanting to act, but choosing not to. Wanting clarity, but continuing without it. Wanting relief, but staying steady anyway. It's not passive. It's not weak. It's controlled strength over time. And honestly, when you ask for patience, what gets exposed first isn't calm. It's irritation. You notice how fast you want answers, how quick you are to defend yourself, how much you dislike waiting. That's not failure. That's the training showing you what needs to grow. So if things got harder after you prayed for patience, that doesn't mean you were ignored. It means you were trusted. Trusted to carry pressure without becoming bitter. Trusted to stay steady without instant payoff. Trusted to grow instead of escape. Patience looks like staying faithful when nothing feels resolved yet. It looks like not quitting when quitting would be easier. It looks like keeping your character intact while time stretches. So if you asked for patience and now life feels heavier, you didn't miss the answer. You're in it. And that's how patience is actually built. Similarly, when you ask for wisdom, something very similar happens. You're not suddenly handed answers. Life doesn't get clearer overnight, and confusion doesn't instantly disappear. Instead, your awareness sharpens. When someone asks for wisdom, they start seeing more before they feel better. Situations don't simplify, they deepen. You begin to notice motives, patterns stand out, consequences stop feeling distant. The option that used to feel easiest no longer feels right. And that can be uncomfortable, because wisdom doesn't just inform you, it involves you. When you ask for wisdom, you don't just gain understanding, you inherit responsibility. You start recognizing when to speak and when silence carries more weight. You sense when something looks good but leads nowhere. You realize not every opportunity is meant to be taken. Wisdom doesn't remove choices, it makes them heavier. And here's the part people rarely expect. Wisdom often separates you. You may feel less understood. Conversations change. Your reactions slow down. Your tolerance for shortcuts disappears. Not because you're superior, but because you're more aware. When you ask for wisdom, you lose the comfort of ignorance. You can't unsee what you now recognize. You can't ignore consequences you now understand. You can't pretend confusion anymore when clarity has already arrived. And that weight can feel isolating. Because wisdom doesn't just show you what's right, it shows you what's wrong and waits for you to choose anyway. So if you asked for wisdom and now decisions feel heavier, judgment feels sharper, and life feels more serious, you weren't denied, you were answered. Wisdom looks like slowing down when everyone else rushes. It looks like restraint when reaction would feel easier. It looks like choosing integrity when cutting corners would go unnoticed. Wisdom doesn't rush. It doesn't demand attention. It stays steady. And if you're feeling the weight of clearer vision and harder choices, That's not confusion. That's what wisdom actually feels like. And then there's the moment when someone asks for love, not comfort, not affirmation, not romance, but real love. And this is where things change. Because when someone asks for love, God doesn't give a feeling first. He gives people. He gives proximity. He gives exposure. He gives responsibility. You start noticing others more. Their pain becomes harder to ignore. Their flaws become more visible. Their need becomes inconvenient. Love doesn't arrive as warmth. It arrives as interruption. You're placed near people who test your patience, challenge your wisdom, and stretch your capacity to care. And suddenly, love costs something. When you ask for love, you don't become more emotional. You become more available. You're given opportunities to stay when leaving would be easier, to listen when speaking would feel safer, to forgive when holding distance would protect you. Love doesn't shield you. It exposes you. Because love isn't proven in comfort. It's proven in sacrifice. You find yourself caring without applause, giving without guarantees, showing up without knowing if it will be returned. And that's when you realize love is not something you possess. It's something you practice. When someone truly receives love, they don't feel powerful. They feel vulnerable. They feel the weight of choosing kindness when bitterness would feel justified, of choosing mercy when self-protection would feel reasonable. Love doesn't remove pain. It teaches you how to carry it without hardening. And here's the quiet truth. When God answers a prayer for love, He trusts you with hearts, with moments that matter, with chances to heal or harm, with the ability to reflect care instead of control. So if you asked for love and life gave you people who are hard to love, situations that demand grace, and moments that stretch your heart, you weren't misunderstood. You were entrusted. Love looks like patience that stays, wisdom that chooses well, and strength that serves instead of protects itself. And when all three come together, that's not coincidence. That's what love actually looks like when it's real.